Hey everyone, Brahm here. You're watching Buy and Hold Fundamentals. It's Summary Saturday Summary, something like that. Anyway, I'm summarizing. Summarizing everything we've looked at. If you don't know me or you don't know what I'm doing here, I look at properties or 20 properties every single day. At the moment, we're looking at Carmel, Indiana. I'm doing a very quick and dirty initial analysis to see whether or not these places would cash flow and are worth spending time looking at. Then at the end of every week on a Saturday, I'll look at I'll do a deeper analysis on the ones that I'm selecting that are meeting some of my criteria and see if they still make sense when I start putting in realer data. And I'll accumulate all of that so that we establish a picture of a particular market. At the moment, we're working on Carmel, Indiana. Been at it for 2.5 weeks. I think available properties are around 650, so we'll probably be at it for another month or so until we're done with it. So far, better than the initial place we looked at, which was Fair Lawn, New Jersey, a suburb of New York, where there really was absolutely nothing that made any sense. But never really a waste of time because we learned a couple of things there. Slightly better, but not by much, right? So we've looked at 260 properties by now. Out of that, where we go. 25 have met my initial criteria. My initial criteria here was I'm looking for places that are under 100%, not under 100%, that are under $300,000. I'm not looking to invest in mansions. In fact, 300,000 is a bit much, but it's a learning experience, right? So I wanted to make sure I have something to look at. Because if we look at averages, and that's what we're looking at here, the average for everything that met the 300,000 under criteria is $230,000 per house. The average rent is coming in at $1,850. We're still losing about $100. Negative cash on cash return. And the average rent ratio has gone up a little since last week, and it's at 0.81%. There were a bunch of properties where I wasn't really able to establish rent rates. Most of these were these model houses we've been seeing. So I've marked these in red, calculated them at 0.65 just for the hell of it. But none of that's gone into our averages. Now, if I look at the ones that are cash flowing, and we found another 2, right? We had 3 the last week, 1, 2, 3. We've only found another 1 that cash flows, and I've averaged those. So for properties that are for properties in Carmel, Indiana, so far, having looked at 260 properties, the ones that you could potentially make money off holding as buy and hold, you'd have to spend $236,000, or at least that's the asking price, and you'd have to find ones where you're getting a rent ratio of a little over 1%, and in that case, you're cash flowing $250, $275 a month, which is not bad. It's still a very small part of the market. The rent ratio you need is above the market rent ratio, and you still need to invest in $250,000 just to make that $270. So, more to come next week when we look at another 100 properties, and we'll see if we manage to wade into neighborhoods in Carmel where the asking price is a little lower. Maybe that's where we'll find some places that are actually worth holding on to. My name is Brahm. You've been watching Buy and Hold Fundamentals. I'll see you tomorrow.